It's your brother Marcus with another edition of the Elements of Inspiration show. Now, today we have another special guest because we deal with celebrities, right? Or the people of interest, or the element of inspiration, Brother Marcus, quicker picker-uppers. Right now, we are going to talk about an event that's about to go down, but we're going to talk to our brother, Mr. Brian Averhart. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good, sir. I'm good.
Man, I'm glad that you're good. I know you do a lot of moving around and traveling and everything, but you have a big event that's coming up called Suits and Shoots. Let's talk about it. Where did this idea come from?
I don't know. Good question. A few years ago, I was in the store looking at the magazines, and I read a lot of the gun and ammo magazines, and they had on the cover this guy in like this nice sharp shoot, and he had a suit, and he had a 50 caliber BMG gun. Basically, it was a big gun, and from his neck down to his waist. And I just thought that picture was just so awesome. This guy in this sharp suit, and he had this big gun. So, I read the article and I was like, wow, that would be kind of neat to just go shooting and just all dressed up. So that was pretty much like the first thoughts of where the event would come from. And then I just started, brainstorming and just coming up with different things. And I ended up talking to one of my friends who was like, hey, that could be something like a networking type event. And, that was where Suits and Shoot was born. And I just started word playing with the event and the names and things like that. And I'd never done anything like this before. And then 3 years ago, we tested it out, and I was able to find an event venue, Guntree up in Owings Mills, Maryland. Because I didn't want to do this at any type of venue. Normally your shooting ranges are kind of dark, dang, grungy looking. Nobody wants to go up there all, dressed any type of way.
Yeah.
So, I went to Guntree before. I've had some classes up there, firearm training classes up there. And I was like, oh, this place is really, really nice. And that had brought back, reminder of, when I was looking for a venue. And I was like, well, let me go talk to them. And they showed me the area where they host events at. And I figured this is perfect. This is halfway between northern D.C. and then my folks in Philadelphia, New Jersey area. It's only a hop, skip, and a jump just to get down there. So just north of Baltimore was the perfect place.
Yeah. And, I'm asking, all of these questions because, a lot of people are interested in what is this? What is this? What is this luxury, Neo edition? Why is this so different than the previous Suits and Shoots event?
Yeah. I've never seen an event like this for people of color. I've never seen anything done like this, period, per se. So to have a different theme every year, basically, it's not just about shooting. It's about networking. It's about camaraderie. It's about bringing people together from different walks of life. I recognize there's not a lot. Everybody's not going to be into guns. Everybody's not going to be into the Second Amendment community.
You're absolutely right. There are a lot of people that, don't, feel that they want to be a part of the Second Amendment community, which is understandable. That's why this event is exclusive for those who are into what you're doing. And, again, it's a time where you guys are coming together, dressed up, being formal, having a great time. So why do you choose to combine the formal fashion and luxury and networking and the shooting experience into one event? What inspired you to do that?
Well, I recognize everybody's not going to be exclusive to the 2A community. So I want to be inclusive for those that are not. And I want to bring together as far as like a networking event for those people that may be new to that community, to the shooting community. Maybe people that want to try something different when they go out in the evening. And overall, just something that something that people have not seen before. So I wanted to mesh all of those things together. And, if I figure that I want to do this on an annual basis, I don't want to do the same thing every year. So yes, I want to throw the different types of elements into it. Last year we did a masquerade edition. This year it's going to be luxury noir. So, I want it to be kind of dark. I want it to be a little mysterious. I want people to be like, well, what is that? And things like that. So, yes, I wanted to just bring all those things together. I wanted to bring together small businesses. They're going to be, I've been reaching out to different small businesses. There's going to be some vendors there, talking about their wares. I have my second business that's going to be there, Braveheart Brews. So, I'm going to bring together those entrepreneurs, some of those small business owners, together so people can have just a good night out, networking, talking, and just meeting new people.
Yeah. And I think that's what it's all about, because I've met you, personally and seen you around a few times, and I know your character. I know how you are. You're not a gun toting person per se. And I mean that in a negative way. That's not you, but in a positive way, you want people to come out and understand that, guns don't hurt people. It's people that don't know how to handle them or haven't been trained. Those are the kind of things that might not be good for those who might have mental issues to not be a part of that, So I want to ask you this. In this particular event that's getting ready to go down on October 17th, everybody's going to be there, right? So what type of professionals or entrepreneurs or creatives, leaders, or anybody such to like, what kind of people do you hope will attend this particular event?
I'm hoping for all types of people. I'm not looking for any specific type of person or any specific type of entrepreneur. When I say all are welcome, all are welcome, because that's the unique thing about the gun world is there's so many different, like you can go to the gun range on a Saturday or Sunday and there's so many different people from different types of walks of life. But then once you get into that space, people talk guns and it's like, oh, wow, I can be in your city or wherever, and I could be talking to somebody that's from rural Kansas, totally two different worlds. But, we each have that love for guns, so we can talk guns in the gun range. So, that's what I'm looking to hopefully achieve.
You will achieve it because I know the kind of person you are. Now,
and like-minded individuals.
Yeah. Now, also, I know that this is gonna be held at a very secure and safe place. And I'm asking this for people that might be curious that have never been to anything like this. Is there going to be some precautionary measures or some sort of security to make sure that everybody's going to be okay going in and coming out? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes. So at Gumtree, yes. When people come in and shoot at the range, yes, there's going to be range safety, what's called RSOs, range safety officers, and they basically monitor and keep people safe at each of the lanes when shooting. Gumtree also have people roaming around, employees of the facility roaming around, and then there's the doors and everything, they lock from the inside. So, people can't just come up and just open the door. So you do have to be buzzed in. So, in that measure, nobody will be, then nobody's going to run up in and, with a gun or anything like that. But yeah, so and then, inside the facility, yes, people can shoot and people can bring their guns in. However, people cannot walk around inside the facility with their guns. So if they have their guns, yes, you take your guns into the bay, you shoot your gun or whatever, and then you load it back up in your bag, and then you can come and hang out, mingle, do whatever you need to do. One important point I do want to make is, yes, there is going to be an open bar. There's going to be food. There's going to be people partying and DJing, things like that. So my advice is when people come in, snap some pictures first and then go shoot. because once you shoot and you come out and you start having those drinks, you do have to surrender your armband, because when you come into the facility, check in for the event, you're going to get a wristband. And once you start drinking, you have to surrender that wristband. That tells the staff that, okay, yes, this person is drinking and they are not shooting. So that's
Good.
one thing, because a lot of people say that, well, you can't be drinking and shooting and mixing and things like that. I get that, yes. So they do have things set up in situations and standards set up in place.
Okay, good. Because that's what I wanted the people to understand, that, listen, you ain't going to be drinking and shooting. There ain't going to be none of that. It's a safe environment. No. Everybody's coming together. Great professionals. We have a great... I'm going to call you the leader of the event. It's going to go exceedingly and abundantly well. Brian, I want to say thank you for being a part of the show. How can people connect with you to be a part of this event or get some training? Because we know that you do trainings as well.
Yeah. So, yes, I do post my schedule of training events on my website, www.braveheartdefensesolutions.com. And you'll find like my schedule on there when I post it. Or you can just reach out directly to me. My number is 571-438-4543. Send me a message. I usually work with people on a schedule because I know everybody's schedule is different. I can set up a trainings there. As far as the event, I do have a link to the event on my website. Again, www.braveheartdefensesolutions.com. And you can also reach out and see all of my information for this event on all of my social handles. I am on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. You can find me again at Braveheart Defense Solutions.
All right. Y'all heard it from the man himself. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Now, we know we got to get you to come back to do some other radio stuff for us. Are you down to do that too?
I am. Anytime.
All right. So make sure, everybody, you get yourselves together for this big event. It's about to go down. That's right. The Suits and Shoots Luxury Nior Edition happening October 17th. What's the location again?
It's going to be at Guntree Indoor Shooting Range in Owings Mills, Maryland. That's about 35 minutes north of Baltimore, Maryland.
All right. So get your tickets, everybody. Be a part of it. And guess what? I'm going to be in the building. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, with that being said, you want to give any shout outs to anybody, man?
Yeah, I want to just give a shout out to all of the people that's making this happen. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you all. I want to just say just a special shout out to my folks back in Youngstown, Ohio. I always got to give Ohio some love because, I live out here on the East Coast, but I'm a Buckeye through and through.
There you go. Stay close, everybody. We will give you the best interviews on this side of the globe. More of the elements of inspiration coming up. And as I say, don't you touch that dial. It's your brother talking. We'll be right back.